morning or good afternoon. We are here in downtown Conroe recording live on Lone Star Community Radio with EMC News. I'm your host, Margie Taylor, and we are hoping you take a little bit away from what we're going to present to you today. And as always, we are hoping to inform the local residents of Porter, New Caney, Splendora, and, of course, Conroe, because now we are on FM 104.5 and 106.1 on your FM dial. So today we are going to welcome the team from Entergy, Paula Odom and Tracy Broder. Entergy is proud to be part of the community, serving the residents with not only power for your home, but they're involved in so many outreach activities and assistance for families with nonprofit organizations. So we're excited to have them here on the show today, and we will listen and learn. But before we have them speak about some of those activities, let's go over some updates around our area. So school is out this week for Splendora, New Caney ISD, and probably most of the greater Houston area. So enjoy this time with your family, and isn't it wonderful outside? It is like perfect weather for November. Not too cold, not too hot, just right. So Friday, December 2nd, is the African Children's Choir, and that will be at Peach Creek Elementary at 6:30 p.m. The Splendora High School Cosmetology Department is sponsoring a Tiara and Princesses event with a manicure, pedicure, hairstyling, updo, and makeup on Saturday, December 3rd. For only $25, this includes a free photo image. How fun is that? It's like a whole glamour shots kind of thing. So young girls 3 to 13 are welcome to call and schedule an appointment. You can call 281-689-4305 or go to the Splendora ISD website to see their flyer. The Splendora Skate Center is now selling a family package for $25 that includes admission and skates for 2 adults, 2 kids, pizza, drinks, and a hot cookie. All proceeds benefit the Splendora ISD. So it is open Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and of course they're on FM 2090 by the post office. Another family fun thing you can do. Special thanks to York and York Foundation Drilling and Great Southern Ready Mix for their contribution to the scoreboard at the new Wildcat Stadium. The New Caney Eagles lost against Manville at University of Houston Saturday with a score of 69-21. Ooh. They finished their season, though, 9-3 overall and 9-1 in district. New Caney ISD will host their Hour of Code, 6 p.m. Monday, December 5th at the community room at the Texan Drive Stadium. And, you know, it's interesting. Hour of Code. I didn't know what that meant. They are actually going to be doing coding events for kindergartners through 12th graders. It's an event based on technology hosted by guest speaker Jamie Johnson. He's a data scientist for an oil and gas company. And youth will go through age-appropriate coding activities. So they are encouraged to bring their Chromebooks, and it's a free event, but all participants must register on the New Caney ISD website to attend. Technology is now, and the students want to be prepared. That just sounds really interesting to me, going to an event where you learn coding. I think I should go. We could all learn something about this. New Caney ISD Educational Foundation recently awarded $18,555 in grants to high school teachers. Lots of smiles on those teachers' faces. So this program supplies educational material for increased learning that otherwise these teachers would have to pay as an expense out of pocket. College Connections is Saturday, December 3rd, 9 to 12 at the Early College High School on Eagle Drive. Parents and students are invited to talk to representatives about how to receive financial assistance for college. If you need more information, visit the New Caney ISD Facebook page. And what is really new and exciting is that there's going to be a new school in Patton Village's ETJ. The Splendora ISD Board of Trustees has approved a site on Tram Road for a new elementary school serving grades kindergarten through 4th grade on Tram Road near Hill and Dale. Designs are underway with the project anticipating an opening somewhere around August 2018. The school is hoping to serve approximately 850 students. We are moving and growing. So some upcoming calendar dates. Concerned Citizens meeting will be December 5th at 7:30 at the library with all your East Montgomery County officials providing updates on what's going on. The Greater East Montgomery County Chamber monthly luncheon is Wednesday, December 7th, 11:30 to 1. And the host of that and the main speaker is Rick Hatcher, president of the Greater East Montgomery County Chamber. So you need to come and hear all that's going on with the chamber, and I'm sure Boudreaux will make his highlighted appearance with humor. Please bring non-perishable canned food donations for Mission Northeast. The ladies here are just laughing their heads off. Because apparently, Rick Hatcher used to work for Entergy. So, Rick, I hope you're listening. So please bring non-perishable canned food donations for Mission Northeast. Suggested items include canned chili and hearty soups or even a handheld can opener, something we never think about that people may not have. Of course, they may not always have electricity turned on, which will be the highlight of today. So handheld can opener. Save the date, Sunday, December 11th for Tavola Community. They're presenting their Reindeer Run. It's a 5K and kids 1K run. It is CHIP sanctioned race with fun for everyone. So that means it's competitive, folks. So come out there anyway. The Greater East Montgomery County Chamber Gala is Friday, February 17th at the Kingwood Country Club with a Las Vegas theme. So we will hear more about that when Rick Hatcher comes on the show, hopefully the first week in December. So I am Margie Taylor again, and you are listening to EMC News, and it's an hour-long show, Mondays from noon to 1, all about what's happening in East Montgomery County. So we will be right back with our ladies, Tracy and Paula from Entergy.
EMC News, your local news from EMC every Monday at noon on Lone Star Community Radio.
When medical emergencies happen, trust your best neighbors ever for extraordinary emergency care from board-certified physicians. Neighbors Emergency Center is making lives better by providing exceptional medical care for you and your family, 24/7, 365 days a year with little to no wait time. With Montgomery County locations in Porter and Kingwood, Neighbors Emergency Center is there for you. For more information on Neighbors Emergency Centers, please visit them online at nec24.com.
Want to know what's happening in East County? You're listening to EMC News on Lone Star Community Radio.
Hello, we are back on EMC News, recording live from downtown Conroe. I'm Margie Taylor. A podcast of this show is going to be available probably tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon on SoundCloud and YouTube, and you can listen in again if you missed the show by going to our Facebook page, EMC News, or going to irlonestar.com/EMCN. So, do you also want to be a sponsor or a guest? I am looking for sponsors and guests to be on this fun show all about East Montgomery County. So today we have Paula Odom and Tracy Broder, customer service reps for East Montgomery County. I'm sorry, Tracy is the service rep for East Montgomery County, but they are the experts on programs devoted to Entergy Texas. And Paula, hello, Paula.
Hello, Margie.
How long have you been with Entergy?
Been there 33 years, almost 34 in February.
Wow. And Tracy, you also have been there a long time.
I have been there for 28 years.
So you are the experts on everything Entergy, at least in this part of the world, right?
That's right.
In our little geo area. So how long has Entergy been around?
Quite a while. Entergy merged with Gulf States Utilities back in 1994. So we've been here quite a while in this area.
So what is innovative? What's going on with Entergy besides doing electricity? Because they are an electric company. If you don't know that, wait, let's back up. What areas do you provide energy for? in Montgomery County? Is it all of Montgomery County or just certain areas?
Most of Montgomery County, yes, is provided Entergy utilities, but we have 27 counties in Texas.
Wow.
So, but we have Liberty County over in East Montgomery County up and down 59 corridor, all the way to the Kingwood area and up to Splendora. Does that pretty well cover it?
Yes.
So you reach Magnolia?
We don't actually have Magnolia in our area, but we have Conroe, New Caney, Huntsville. We have Montgomery, the Woodlands, Conroe, that whole area.
And this is based out of Beaumont, is that correct?
Beaumont is one of our main headquarters, and the Woodlands now. We have so many so many employees in the Woodlands that is now a new headquarters for us.
So that's a long time, since 1994. And there's a lot of things that people may not know about Entergy. The first thing, of course, is that you guys have an app.
Yes.
You're innovative, so you have an app, and they can download that either on their Android or Apple phone. And what does the app do? What are some of the services that are provided on the app, Tracy?
Well, we try to make it as easy as possible for our customers to get in touch with us, whether it's to ask about their bill, to pay their bill. And also on our app is a very easy way to access the maps for outage purposes.
That's nice.
Yes. In case of storms or if your power is out, it is so easy to go on to the outage maps, check out your home specifically, and you can even check out streets near you to see if there's other customers without power, if a family member maybe doesn't have power. So it's just super easy to get on the app on your phone, zoom in to where your home is, and you can also see estimated restoration times, how long your power may be out, what's wrong in the area that's causing the outage, so it can alleviate you having to get on the phone to make a call.
Do you still need to call, even if you see that everybody in your neighborhood is out? Do you still need to place that call?
Normally, we ask you go ahead and report the outage, but if there are a lot of people out in your general subdivision, more than likely we know about it. And if there's a note on the outage map on the app online that says we've got a serviceman en route, or, maybe there's wire down, or maybe a truck snagged a line and we're there to repair it and it'll be, a couple hours, for instance, we should know about the outage and should be out there to fix it just as soon as possible. Just making it easy for you to know information quickly.
It's a nice feature because, we all want to know things right now when we don't have electricity. Suddenly there's panic. And if you know that everybody else has the problem, then at least somebody's on top of it, or maybe it's just a downed power line from the storm that knocked a tree down over. That could happen too. So if you feel that you're isolated, then it's probably just your area that something happened. So there's other things you can do too. Tell me about this level billing, pick a date. What is all that?
We have so many programs that customers might not be aware of. Pick a date is a great one to start with. If you get paid one time a month and maybe that doesn't coincide with when your bill is due, you can give us a call at 1-800-ENTERGY and ask for your bill due date to be changed. And it's just what it is. You can pick
That's
that
nice.
date. Yes, you can pick that date for your bill to be due. And level billing is another one that is, I have it and I just love it. It's not the old equal pay that we used to have, but level billing is a rolling average over the last 12 months of your bill. So you get an estimated, say your bill is about $150 a month. It may be $150 this month, it may be $160 next month, but you have an idea of what your bill is going to be, and so you can budget for that amount. And then at the end of the year, you don't have the true-up like you used to have with equal pay.
What is that?
Used to, with equal pay, you paid exactly $150 every month. Mm-hmm. And so then at the end of the year, it didn't take into account those different bills, and so then you might owe us some money.
I see.
But with level pay, level billing, it's a rolling 12-month average, and it's continually adjusting your billing. But you still have an average amount, and so you know approximately what your bill is going to be every month. So it just gives you a way to take out those really high months in the summer and the low months in the winter, gives you an average level amount.
And you have more control.
You have more control and a
When you're
good way to
budgeting.
budget your bill.
Absolutely. That's nice. So let's say I lost my job and I had no income. Is there a way that Entergy would work with you to help you with your bill?
We have a couple of programs that we can possibly work with you. One is a deferred payment arrangement that you can call in, again, the 1-800-ENTERGY number. We can defer a payment. Maybe, say, the bill, again, just for East is $150, and we could maybe let you pay that out over 3 months, $50 a month with your additional bill. So it would be an additional $50 with that current bill. Each case is individual. We have to look at each one unique, but you just need to call our phone center to ask for those.
Don't wait.
Don't wait, yes.
So if something disastrous happens or somebody's in an accident or who knows what, it's just always best
to call. And I think some people don't realize paying a little something is better than not paying anything. They think if they're just going to wait and pay something later, but paying a little bit along shows us you're trying, so that helps. Another thing is it's called our public benefit fund. If you're on food stamps, you're automatically enrolled in the public benefit fund, but it's a discount on your bill based on the number of kilowatt hours that you use, and it is from May through September, really for the hottest months of the year, that you would get this discount, and you have just an automatically get this discount on your bill. If you're not on food stamps, you can call again the 800 number and get the form to sign up. But it is for low-income people that you're 125% of the federal poverty level. So that would be, for example, a single-family household making about $14,000 a year.
Wow.
So
yes.
That's what, we have for our customers that are low income.
Well, that's good to know. So, and that's called Public Benefit Fund.
Yes.
So the easiest way to get on that is to call the 1-800-ENTERGY. Do you have any of these forms online?
No, we don't have them online. But
because you don't want everybody to use them, right?
Well, and our agencies that we work with, our Power to Care agencies and other agencies do have those available as well.
Okay. So what is Power to Care?
Okay. Power to Care is our fuel fund. It is what, if you see on your bill, donate $1 here for Power to Care. Well, a lot of customers do that. Employees donate to it. It's a fund that helps senior citizens age 60 and older and disabled customers 55 and older, that we have 15 administering agencies across the state of Texas. The one for Montgomery County is Crisis Assistance Center. And what it does is help those customers that are eligible get up to $200 paid on utility bills twice a year, so a maximum of $400. But it's not just electric bills. It's butane, propane, or natural gas. Wow. And we have that in all 4 of our jurisdictions in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. But the Board of Directors of Power to Care in Texas is the only one that still allows other utilities to be paid, not just electric bills.
So what people need to understand is that $1 extra you pay, which you probably wouldn't miss, will go directly to help families in Montgomery County, since the Crisis Assistance Center is the one distributing those funds. And if I were a person in need and couldn't pay my electricity, then I would go there in person, have a meeting with them, and they would distribute those funds to help pay the electricity. Is that how that works?
That's how that works. And Entergy matches those funds up to $500,000 per company-wide, and this year, Texas' portion of that was $137,000.
Wow.
So
you really are making a difference.
You really are making a difference.
Helping people in this community.
Yes.
So anything else about the app, Tracy? Anything other features about that?
No, just that it makes it very easy. I know the main thing I use on the app is always the outage map. it seems like when you're at work or you may be out of town, there's always some question when weather would blow through, as to power at some location, whether it's your work location or your home, or maybe your mother or elderly mother or father. So it's a super, super opportunity to find out information really quickly on outages. Also, the billing information, a lot of the information we have available to customers through our customer service organization, the Power to Care funds, the public benefit funds, some of the other programs that Entergy participates in, just applying for service can be as easy as going to the website, and applying for service. So we just try to make it as easy as possible to avoid having to call the call center if you don't prefer to do that. And to do your business online as much as possible.
I know I used that app a lot back in April and May when all the flooding happened, and we were hit pretty hard out in East Montgomery County, areas that have never, ever, ever flooded. I mean, you couldn't get through on 59. And ironically, in my house, we carry flood insurance, but there was not any flooding at my house. There wasn't even any close to flooding at my house. But down the street, of course, it is. And there were even gas stations underwater at 59 and 2090 and things like that. So it helps to be able to look on there and see what's going on and see what the estimated time is, so you can plan accordingly, stay with other friends, relatives, whatever.
I know in a lot of our dealings with the cities during those events and occurrences, even some of the cities and the commissioners will access the outage maps to be able to tell local
Share
officials,
it with everybody,
what's going on with the fire department and police and other groups. So it's very useful.
So we have just a couple of minutes before we have to take a little break, and we've already talked. So the Power to Care, we've talked about that. What is this public benefit fund?
That's the one from May through September.
Okay. That's okay. We already talked about that too then. But you also are very involved in local agencies. You partner with, what are some of the local agencies in East Montgomery County you've partnered with?
We've partnered with the Mission Northeast, HAM. We volunteered at both locations. We had a volunteer event, or two volunteers events at HAM for their food pantry. And then the New Caney Rodeo event, we volunteered there.
And Sawmill Festival, too, right?
Sawmill Festival, yes.
Yes, and that was a big deal.
We sponsored that event as well. So there's several agencies over there that we're very highly involved with.
Yeah, at the Sawmill Festival, we were actually the company who actually helped them put the actual tree trunks in the ground for the lumberjacks to use for the competition. So it was really neat. And our first year to be involved in that, and we were excited about being a sponsor of that activity.
It was a great event. Did you guys attend that event?
I wasn't able to. I just thought about Hug a Tree, Kiss a Fish. We were highly involved in that event.
Tell me about that.
It was a lot of fun, too. Had lots of big events over there, lots of vendors there, and Brenda Myers is a great friend, so we try to be involved in all of our service territories and volunteer where we can.
Well, I know that you have been involved with the Texas AgriLife Extension Office, and you recently did something with Willis, their FRED program.
Yes, FRED stands for Families Reading Every Day, and that is just a phenomenal program. Of course, we want to be involved with children reading, and we were involved in their celebration days of the children getting certificates after reading with their families. And so they had 3 events, Grangerland, Conroe, and Willis, and we had volunteers involved in each of those events. So that was very rewarding as well.
Well, it's good for Entergy, the employees. It's also good for the community, so it's a win-win for everybody because, I mean, it helps you feel good to have a footprint in the community and do something philanthropic to give back.
It definitely does.
So we will be right back, and this half of EMC News is sponsored by Neighbors Emergency Clinic that happens to be open 24/7, 354 days of the year. So we will be back in just a moment. I am Margie Taylor, your host for EMC News.
Stay tuned to the EMC News Hour with your host, Margie Taylor.
Animals of all shapes and sizes are welcomed at Big Thicket Vet in New Caney, with vet services like extensive health exams, vaccinations, heartworm, tick, flea prevention, along with experienced and trustworthy emergency and urgent care. For more information on Big Thicket Vet in New Caney, visit bigthicketvetnc.com or locally at 18403 FM 1485 in New Caney, Texas.
Stay tuned to the EMC News Hour with your host, Margie Taylor.
Hello, I'm Margie Taylor, and we are back on EMC News, recording live from downtown Conroe. My guests today are both from Entergy Texas, Paula Odom and Tracy Broder, and they are expanding on all the things that Entergy does. We know that they offer power to our homes, electricity, but what you didn't know is they offer other volunteer opportunities, things that they do to get involved in the community, have their own footstep, and some of the other programs. So I want to expand a little bit about volunteerism. Paula, do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. We have a volunteer council in our western area and our eastern area. We've had that for probably, 6-7 years now. We knew that our employees were already volunteering in the area, so we just kind of decided we would corral that a little bit and see how we could amp that up. And our volunteers are so generous and love doing good in the community. And this year we've done projects with EFTA, Education for Tomorrow Allowance. At the science fair that they had here in Conroe. We've done things like picking up trash, in different areas. We've done the Iron Man, all kinds of volunteer activities. But one of the biggest ones every year has gotten to be the Willis Food Fair. We have the food truck come, there in Willis and drop off all the food. And the last couple of years, we've even done a pre-sort that Friday before to pre-package the food. And so it's not as much pre-packaging that morning. And we've had over 150 volunteers.
Well, tell me more about that. Now, of course, I know some about it because I used to work with the Montgomery County Food Bank. And this is the Montgomery County Food Bank that you're talking about.
Yes.
That you're distributing the food from, that they... you help them get the food, because what people don't know is it just doesn't come. You got to pay for that food. Somebody does. So you offer some funding for this program and the volunteers to make it work. Is that correct?
That's correct. Entergy funds the food. The Montgomery County Food Bank is where we pre-sort the food on Friday. And then on Saturday, Montgomery County Food Bank brings their trucks to a location in Willis. Entergy advertises the week before in Willis ISD schools, so they know that we're coming, and people start, lining up like 4 hours before it's time.
Oh, yes.
It's
a nice feeling too.
It is a nice feeling.
I know you've done that in the heat of the summer.
Yes, we've done that in the heat of the summer, and we learned not to do that. We've done it in rain, but it was a beautiful day this year, and we served over 600 families.
Wow.
Can't remember if it was like 89,000 pounds of food. And it's just a beautiful thing to see people's faces, face to face. Our employees love it because it is a one-on-one thing. And it's just become the favorite volunteer event of the year. Everybody loves the Willis Food Fair.
We've got employees that come from as far as Beaumont and Huntsville, Navasota, that look forward to helping. Every year they begin to ask, about middle of the year, when is the Willis Food Fair? A lot of the dads and employees that are coaches of Little League teams will bring their whole entire team to participate, and it just helps the younger generation.
Well, they get to actually see what they're doing, because
exactly.
When it started, and of course I was with the food bank, so I remember when it started, back in 2011 or so, I believe, and y'all were, I believe, the first people to get involved in that. But the people line up, the receiving food, they have their cars go through a line, correct?
That's correct.
And then they open their back door, their trunk, or whatever they have, and everybody lines up. And based on whatever station they're at, they fill the trunk with the food, right? And
That's
then they
correct.
go down the line. So whether it's fresh fruit and vegetable products, or frozen meat products, or drinks, or whatever, they go from station to station in their car.
Correct.
And the volunteers manually put it in there.
That's right.
So you get to see what's going on, and most likely you don't know these people and they don't know you. There's no conversation except thank you very much.
Exactly.
And they're very grateful to see how much, because they get an exorbitant amount of
It's like
food.
150 pounds per family that they get. So it's
Yeah.
a wonderful amount of food to help people.
Right. When is that? When is the date?
It was October the 24th this year.
And are you doing it again soon?
We will. We do it once a year.
Okay. Okay.
So it's just a great event every
It's
year.
a nice thing. So what are some other things that you all are involved in the community?
Well, in East County, in the New Caney area, one thing that our linemen and servicemen love to participate in, and it's normally at the rodeos, at the New Caney Rodeo and Cleveland Rodeo, but is our Arcs and Sparks demonstration that they do.
What is that?
And it's a demonstration of how to be safe around electricity.
That would be smart.
And it's just a great event. It's geared towards children, school-age children of all ages. It can be elementary up through high school, but they show what happens, when a live power line lays in water or, comes in contact with a metal ladder or, any of a variety of things. But the actual arcs and sparks go, several feet up into the air. And, the kids are usually just standing there with their mouths open, learning a lot about being safe around electricity. And it's a great way to give back to the communities for our linemen and servicemen, because that is their expertise. That's what they do, and
nice.
They have to be safe
and we'll
every
seeing
day.
something in life instead of just reading about it. You get that experience, and then you retain it more.
Exactly.
If you're intimately involved with that, especially
And the linemen
for the
love to do that.
That's wonderful. Do y'all ever do anything with like MSED or anything like that at any of their events?
We're involved in the chamber a lot through the Sawmill Festival.
Right.
I know there's some upcoming events in early 2017 that we'll be involved in that I don't know that have been announced yet. We are also very involved in the Liberty County areas in their growth and planning, as well as in East County. We most recently sponsored a lunch and breakfast for around 85, 90 local officials, cities, city councils, mayors, realtors, others who were interested in participating there in Liberty County and surrounding counties. Some people came from as far as Orange County, I believe. So we really are trying to assist and be in front of the growth that East County is experiencing and be prepared for that.
So you're going to be involved in the Cleveland Reindeer Run. Tell me about that and when that is.
That's also on December 3rd, being held there in the city of Cleveland, and it's our first year to sponsor that event. But it's really just an effort to help our employees be involved in something that can help them with their health, be involved with their communities, and also bring their families, and just do something healthy, get out and enjoy the community and the nice weather.
Hopefully nice weather.
Hopefully.
We don't know. December 3rd. But it is coming around the corner. December is here, folks. I mean, seriously, next week. So one other thing that I don't think a lot of people understand is that you have a grant program.
Yes, we do.
And you award a lot of money to a lot of groups in Montgomery County.
We do. We award a lot of money. In fact, last year, Entergy donated more than $580,000 over the state of Texas to over 175 groups. So if you're a nonprofit, a 501c3, our three main areas of focus are low income, education, and I'm drawing a blank. Low income, education, and environmental. Sorry about that. But the way you can access the information is on our website at entergytexas.com, and it's under our community. And you just look at open grants and micro grants. It has all the information there. But I don't think a lot of people realize how many grants we give away.
What's available. Right.
And it's an easy process. It's all online. We used to take grants, paper grants, but everything is online. Main thing you need to start with is your EIN number. You have to have that to start. And send in a grant and see if we'll,
is there a
fund your
better
program.
time to do that, or is it annually, or when do you award these?
Just a couple of things of note. If you're looking for big dollars, we do that twice a year.
What's big dollars?
Entergy Charitable Foundation would be like $10,000 and more.
Okay.
And that's twice a year, February 1st and August 1st are those deadlines. So one's coming up
right
February
now. 1st. Yeah, Start thinking about it.
Start thinking about it. But if you're looking for $1,000 to $2,500, something along those lines, any time of year. Those are your open grants, and your micro grant is $1,000 or less. So those, you just go online anytime. But low income and educational are really something that we'd be looking for. Environmental's a little bit more difficult.
Okay. Well, I'd like to find out a little bit about this LIHEAP funding.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a couple of minutes where we need to take another break, but can you tell me briefly what that acronym stands for?
Yes, it's low income home and you put me on the spot. Low income.
It's a funding program.
Yes, it is. It's a federal funding program.
Okay.
Is the main thing. And every year we go to Washington. We send several people to go to Washington to, really just lobby for it. We surely do.
Yes.
But we have 4 agencies here in our area that fund this. And it used to be called PHS over in the Beaumont area. And now Greater East Texas Community Action has taken PHS. Greater East Texas Community Action has several counties now. They have Chambers, Galveston, Hardin, Jefferson, Liberty, all that area. But for our Montgomery County area, it's Brazos Valley Community Action is the one that funds it. But a lot of people compare it to CAP. But it is a program for low-income customers who can get federal funds for not only paying a utility bill, but paying weatherization, which is huge.
Oh.
But weatherization takes a lot longer. It's not as hard to qualify for, but it just takes a while to get on that list. But Brazos Valley up in Willis at the community center is where they take those appointments. So even for Montgomery County over in East County, that's where you would go.
They cover the whole area. So do you have to make an appointment to see them in person to get funding for that?
Well, I do think still the mission over in East County will take some of those appointments for people in East County. They have just run out of funding. Mm-hmm. But usually starting in February, they start taking appointments, and they can pay really large bills. I mean, like sometimes, $200 or $300 bills. So it's a great program if you qualify, but you'd need to check with Brazos Valley for this area, or if you're in East County, the mission might be able to help you.
Northeast. So you guys have a lot of different funding programs to help people out. You're not the bad guys.
No,
that's what everybody thinks.
There is a lot of information out there.
And we do try to help jointly with our public relations group and the customer service representative for each area. There's one of us for each general area.
Exactly.
We really do try to help out those in need in whatever way it may be, and help them through rough times. A lot of times they can make it through with a little bit of a handout. They can make it through, and we're willing to try to help them through.
Well, as long
times.
as somebody knows there's somebody there supporting them to assist them. So, Tracy, are you out of that office that's on 59 over there, or what is that office?
The office off of 59 is our new Caney Service Center. We've got probably about 20 or so people that are office there. Mainly it's linemen and servicemen. Mm-hmm. We have some engineering assistants that are working locally with developers, home builders, any businesses that are going in, or even residential homes. They're working with those customers to provide power, to draw up their design, to get the electrical power to them. We work a lot with the developers over there right now with all the growth, the Valley Ranch development, Colony Ridge developers with all their residential
There's
development.
a lot going on in East County, isn't
A lot
there?
going on, a lot of growth.
If you haven't been out there lately, you need to go check it out. I mean, it is booming.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. Well, ladies, we're going to take another little break, and we will come back with EMC News. And I am Margie Taylor, and we will find out the best ways to connect with Entergy, whether you have an emergency or not, or whether you just want to be social, in just a few minutes. EMC News is looking for sponsors. Do you want to grow your business in East Montgomery County? Our listeners are focused in Porter, Splendora, and New Caney. Go to lonestar.com/sponsor EMCN to find out the details, or call Margie, me, at 936-828-6881.
Check out EMC News on Facebook. Like us to see more about coming shows and guests.
Hello, I'm Margie Taylor with EMC News, recording live from downtown Conroe at Lone Star Community Radio. And isn't it a beautiful day outside? Don't you want to just go hang out? I mean,
Yes.
Low humidity. It's like perfect. I don't know what it is, 65, 70, maybe, something like that. But it's not raining, and it's not hot. It's not sticky. It's like perfect. So savor the day, and let's make it a good Monday. And this is Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have a short week this week. Ladies, do you have a short week this week?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
There's some enthusiasm.
We hope so.
So I'm assuming you have off Thursday, Friday, Wednesday too?
I do. I
Awesome.
think she's off all week.
Okay, awesome. Me too. Wednesday on. Where are you planning on spending Thanksgiving?
I'll be at my house.
Okay.
They're coming to my house.
And you, Tracy?
I've got college kids, so we're traveling to go visit one of the college kids in Durham, North Carolina. So
Wow.
we'll be traveling. We'll be
Is there
battling
going
the
to be
airport.
bad weather?
I hope not.
I
It's
think I
supposed to
saw
be
snow.
beautiful up there right now. I hope not snow. I haven't checked that far, but I think it's
Okay.
beautiful, just a little colder than here.
Because some areas of the country have their first snowfall going on right now. Myself, I'm going to Fredericksburg.
Oh, awesome.
We haven't done that in a while. So
This weather puts
we're
you in the
doing that.
spirit for the
Yes,
holidays and shopping.
It's
and
always
just-
fun. So
That's great.
I'm excited about that. So back to Entergy, the subject matter at hand. If I had an emergency, what is the best place to get help? Should I go on Facebook and put it out there that I need help, or what do you think?
No, Facebook's not the best place. If it's an outage, you need to dial 1-9-outage if you have an outage. That would be the best place.
1-9 outage.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you want to just need to contact our phone center for anything, that is 1-800-ENTERGY, 1-800-368-3749.
So much easier to just think 1-800-ENTERGY.
Yes, it is.
Now, I know when we had outages in the past, I would get even texts.
You can sign up for text messaging, and that is really good. You just have to go. If we didn't really go into all the things that My Account Online will do, but if you go in My Account Online on our website, you can sign up for text messaging, and we will text you a whole
lot of
lot of
stuff.
information. And some you can opt out if you don't want as much as we will text you about. But you can view your bill on My Account Online, just like we were talking about with the app early on.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a lot on My Account Online.
And you
very
can
nice.
also request text for an address that's not yours. If you've got a son or daughter, mother, father, if you want to receive text to if their power is out, you can request that as well, not just for your own residents, in case you're curious. Or
Or what your neighbor's doing. Okay. Who knows?
I don't know that we want to go that far.
far. So you guys have a social media sites. You have Facebook, and that is Entergy Texas. I mean, because there's lots of different Entergys. If you go on the Entergy.com page, you can see that there's like, I don't know how many, 10, 12 different ones, depending on what geo area of the country they're in.
Right.
But this one is specifically Entergy Texas.
Correct.
And then Twitter also, you can tweet little messages, and that is at Entergy Texas as well. Keep it simple.
Correct.
Just keep it Entergy, right?
Right.
So you have an upcoming event, again, December 3rd. There's a lot of stuff coming out in the beginning weeks of December. December 3rd, I see that there's a Texas Children Toy Run.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Okay. One of our employees had a child that was in Texas Children's Hospital during the holidays a few years back, and so he wanted to have a volunteer event. We're going to have a motorcycle run, and the whole idea is to get new toys for children that are going to be in Texas Children's Hospital, and we're going to be collecting new toys, and then a week or so later we're going to be able to take those toys to Texas Children's, to the kids. It's going to start at the Harley-Davidson on Fraser Street in Conroe, and then it's going to end up 1097 at Houlihan's. So
So it sounds like a fun party.
it is going to be a fun deal, but hopefully we're going to raise some money and have some new toys for some children in need.
Well, you can also, if you don't want to donate an unwrapped toy, you can donate $10
That's true.
or more.
Or more.
If you feel so inclined.
That's right.
And that is at Texan Harley-Davidson at 2111 North Fraser Street, and that is near North 336, Loop 336, also in Conroe. So do you guys also partner with the, now I can't think of the organization, that's over there with Texan Harley-Davidson, the cut and shoot hogs? Do you ever do anything with them?
No, but I think he has asked them to maybe help with this.
Yeah.
Well, they're very philanthropic. I think that would be smart. So this sounds like a fun thing. I'm looking at a flyer here with Santa on the motorcycle getting ready to run for his toy run. So, again, that date is December 3rd with a silent auction, live music, 50-50 raffle, and an unwrapped toy or a donation starting at Texan Harley-Davidson, 9-ish, and then ending at Houlihan's on Lake Conroe Hills Drive in Willis. So, anything else, ladies, that I have omitted talking about that you would like to tell me to everybody?
Well, I thought it might be worth mentioning with all the growth we've talked about on the 59 corridor, New Caney, Porter, Splendora, Kingwood area, that Entergy is planning on building another power plant. We've applied with the commission, and that application was put in October to keep up with the growth, and also because some of our power plants are aging and will be, not as useful into the future. We've got that application pending. We're hoping that the outcome on that, it's a process we have to go through with the application. They'll review it and then, get back with us. It's a long process, but if all turns out well and everything is positive in that regard, we would begin the construction the first quarter of 2019, and the plant should be in service around the middle of 2021.
And where is that
It's going to be up near our other Lewis Creek plants in Willis off of 1097 in that general area. It's supposed to be a huge, significant investment for the region. Construction of the facility is approximately about 2,800 direct jobs, including 750 on-site construction jobs. And then after it's finished, about 25 permanent jobs for the local community. So we're hopeful all that goes well, and we're again, trying to stay in front of the growth in our territory.
Well, you have to, because it's coming. It's coming strongly. There's growth all around us. Woodlands, Conroe is under all kinds of new things going on. And then, of course, East Montgomery County with the whole Valley Ranch thing. Did you know that's the biggest development that's going on in the greater Houston area right now? Is all happening there. And they're even putting a new amphitheater that's going to be bigger than the Woodlands Pavilion.
Well, wow. I know there's a lot of activity.
They got a lot of things going on.
There's a lot of activity with Valley Ranch, and we're very involved in that, and speak to them weekly, if not more often, about their plans, and also making sure that we're there in front of when they need service at all the locations they've got moving in there.
Well, ladies, I appreciate you coming on the show today. And this half of the show is sponsored by Big Thicket Veterinary Clinic in New Caney, servicing all the pet needs, big or small, and livestock. They make house calls. I mean, why not? They have horses and cattle and all of that. Anyway, so Monday, November 28th, we will welcome guests from Montgomery County Hospital District and also Lenora Purvis with Heaven's Army about Operation Giving Heart that will help about 1,200 children receive a nice Christmas. We hope you've enjoyed the show today. I'd love to hear back from you. Contact me via Facebook at EMC News or by email at margie@tayloricepr.com. Thank you for listening. Tune in next Monday and check us out on EMC News. Be safe.
Thanks for checking out this production on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, and TV media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production, produced by the show host and Dick Schissler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schissler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.